Hello and welcome back. I am Andrew Malcheski, and with me is.
Joanna Bolsons.
And today's episode is a little bit different because we have come to the end of our first season of Artsplanations. So thank you all for joining us for this incredible journey so far.
Yeah, it's definitely been a learning experience. Bunch of trial and error, ups and downs, but it's been really great.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've decided to end the season here. We have a lot of exciting things happening in our personal life, and we can't really dedicate the time that we would like to each episode. So instead of putting out lackluster episodes or just kind of drudging through them and not really enjoying them, we've decided to end the year here so that season 2 will kick off at the beginning of next year in full swing.
Yeah, with the holidays and travel and seeing people and everything going on, it felt right to end the season here. And that doesn't mean that there won't be episodes for the rest of the year. It's just they won't be the full-length ones. It'll be a lot of art.
It'll be a lot of factoids.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say, and I forgot what the term was. So yeah, it will be a lot of factoids, and we'll fit in other little, maybe longer factoids than the minute or two that we've been doing.
Yeah, because they've been really fun, and there's no pressure. We can do them one-on-one instead of having to schedule time out of, being a couple to do this as well.
Yeah, and the editing is a lot easier.
Yeah. I don't have to transcribe anything. You barely have to do any kind of computer finagling.
Yeah. There's a lot less ums and likes and ands in those shorter episodes.
So, well, speaking of editing, so season 2, the format is going to change just a bit. The release schedule will be the exact same. But the way we're going to do the episodes, we've decided to kind of change it up.
Yeah, we realized that it's really hard for us to plan out the 2 episodes that we plan and do all the research on 2 separate topics. And so we're going to each month focus on a single topic that each episode will relate to so that our research can kind of be more condensed and focused and really help us zone in on those conversations so that we can provide better information and hopefully we'll be a little bit more accurate and not have to put so many corrections in the liner notes.
Yeah. And honestly, I do really like that part. So that feeling of being rushed to get an episode, together for a release or something, it's not going to be so stressful for me. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. We're also dealing with some logistical issues for the beginning of next year that we're going to have to work out. And this will help alleviate some of those issues. So looking back over our first season, I think we both agree that one of our favorite episodes was our interview with Javier Flores. He's a good friend of both of ours. We've known him for a while. We love his work and his mentality about making work. And just having a conversation with him was really nice and really exciting. It was our first interview as well, and I definitely want to continue to do more of those as we continue on with the podcast with a bunch of different artists.
Yeah, speaking with Javi, it was like we were back in school. We tried to make it as professional and formal as possible, but it really was just like speaking to a friend because those were the kind of conversations we would have every night.
Yeah.
So that was really, really special and really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And big thanks to him for agreeing to
be our guinea pig.
Yeah, be our guinea pig and take the time out of his very busy schedule as well to join us for that.
Yeah.
I think my most favorite non-kind of unique episode was either sculpture or the erotic art episode. I mean, sculpture, obviously, because it's what I do. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I really like the when is eroticism in art no longer art but pornography. That was a really deep question that we can't really answer but tried to. And it was neat to like really kind of nitpick, but in a way that's critical.
Yeah. I think it's also just, when we originally talked about starting the podcast, it was asking those obvious questions that don't get asked. Like, what is art? Like,
yeah.
It's something like everybody knows what art is, right? But nobody actually tries to answer that question or ask it.
And just the same kind of like blanket statement, oh, well, that's not art.
Right.
And it's like,
it's
well,
porn.
why isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked us being able to ask those questions and try to define it.
Yeah.
My other favorite was, what is performance art?
Mm.
Because again, it's really hard to break that down because we didn't include the performing arts, meaning Broadway or
Right.
dancing. We kind of included dancing because there are new choreographers coming up with incredibly artistic endeavors in dancing that aren't quite your standard Nutcracker ballet or something.
Yeah, they aren't considered by most people to be what you consider the fine arts or the high arts, if you will.
Yeah.
I just did air quotes, which you can't see. But yeah, high arts.
But yeah, it's been a great year. I'm really glad. This was Andrew's idea. I was really reluctant to do it at first because I don't like public speaking. So I nixed the YouTube channel idea really quick. But I was okay with the podcast as long as I felt prepared and I felt like comfortable enough each day. So it's definitely been a giant step for me. And I'm really glad Andrew kind of pushed me and encouraged me to do it.
I am too. Something that you said the other day was like, we don't collaborate artistically often, but this is a good way for us to collaborate together in the arts. And I really like that aspect of it as well.
Yeah, it's a way for us to spend time together academically. So I do like this spending time with you, and hopefully y'all as listeners enjoy spending time with us.
Yeah. So thank you again for taking the time out of your week to spend it with us and listening to us talk about art. We hope that these episodes are fun and informative, and we really appreciate that you do take the time to spend it listening to us. This is a little hobby for us, so when we look at our little metrics and we see that, like, oh, somebody in Costa Rica or Italy or
New Zealand,
yeah, or
we do like a little happy dance.
Yeah, it's really exciting. She's like, oh, we have someone interested over here or over there. Like, wow.
We had a few in Poland.
Yeah. So that's always really exciting. Even just to see that, like, anybody wants to listen to what we have to say is also very exciting for us. So we really appreciate it. And we are looking forward to continuing the conversation with you guys next year.
Yeah, really from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. This is part of our life in more ways than just a podcast. This is what we love to do. We would talk about this stuff without the recording equipment anyway. So the fact that y'all are wanting to participate, even just listening, some have emailed us as well. That is just, there are no words for me. I've never felt that kind of inclusivity in such a broad subject as art.
Yeah, absolutely. So
thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you next year.
Absolutely. Bye.